Hey everybody, we are going back to Mark the Bird Fidrych replay, 1976 inside pitch. And today it is going to be the replay of the August 11th game at Tiger Stadium against those Texas Rangers, and Gaylord Perry provides the pitching opposition for the Tigers. We'll go through the lineups very quickly. Leading things off in left field is Gene Clines. Toby Harrah will bat second and play short. The designated hitter, Joe LaHode. Mike Hargroves at first. Tom Grieve is in right. Roy Howell is at third. Lenny Randall's at second. Juan Beniquez is in center, and Jim Sundberg behind the plate. For the Tigers, pretty usual lineup, maybe one exception. We have Ron LaFleur leads off in center field. Dan Meyer gets to start in left field today. Ben Oglivie is in right field. Rusty Staub is your DH. Jason Thompson's at first. Aurelio Rodriguez is at third. Tom Verizer's at short. Chuck Scribner is at second. And the personal catcher for Mark Fidrych, Bruce Kim, is behind the plate. All right, so Mark the Bird Fidrych. And we'll see about getting him in here. Mark the Bird to face Gene Clines to lead things off. I think everything looks, I can't tell about the lighting because it's getting dark outside, but not dark enough where I don't know if the lights take effect. It's almost like a twilight game at major league stadiums. So this light is on, but I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera. I don't know how dark it's looking. This is, like I said, it's kind of a test because I haven't recorded or done a game in this lighting in a while. Usually I've been doing it where, you know, it's pretty decent sunlight. So a little bit different. We'll see how it plays out. Mark Fidrych finishing up those warm-up tosses will be taking on Gene Clines, left fielder for Texas, and this game is underway. 1-1, that's a strikeout chance, 5, and that's definitely going to be a strikeout. So Gene Clines with the whiff, 1 away. Here's Toby Harrah. 3-5 on Fidrych is a blank, so we go to Harrah. And Harrah gets a 4-6. Starline 3, which is a ground ball to first baseman Jason Thompson for 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Joe LaHode, who was later traded to California, which is why he's got a card for California. 5-4 is a range play. So we go to the LaHode card for a range play. 3-3. And that's a Starline 5, which is a ground ball to third, but it is a range play on Aurelio Rodriguez. His range is a 3. And he makes the play. So Aurelio Rodriguez up to the task. Throws out LaHode, and the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Rangers. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Texas nothing, and the Tigers coming to bat. Gaylord Perry, 15-14 with a 3.24 ERA on the 76 season. And he will be facing Ron LaFleur to lead things off. 1-4 is a range play on LaFleur's card. 1-5, it's a liner to short. Checking the range of the shortstop. In this case, Toby Harrah is only a 2, so this might get by him. And no, he gets it. He snow cones it. How about that? Toby Harrah. Later would go and play third base a lot, but in 76 he was playing a lot of shortstop, and he was just able to get it. Here's Dan Meyer. 2-3, and that's a potential walk. 10 is way too much for that, so no walk. Go to Meyer's card. 5-2, he's going to fly to right. And that's easily put away out there by Tom Grieve. 2 up and 2 down for Ben Oglivie. 6-4 is against a left-hander split chance here on 6-4. Left-handers with walk possibility. That's a 7. His walk's only a 4, though. Stadium only adds 1, so no walk. Oglivie will finish 6-4. Question mark 8. So we come up here against right-handers, and up through 16, he's going to get a hit. That's an 8. So 8 falls in the double category right here. 6-8 is a double. So Ben Oglivie with a 2-out double. He's not going to try to steal, but we'll roll the 20 to see if there's any kind of pick-off or pick-off error. Has to be a 20, and there's no 20. So here's Rusty Staub. 1-4. 1-4 is a range play again. So a lot of range plays coming up. 6-4. 6-4 is another question mark 8. That's a 2. That means it's a single, but It's a range play, so the center fielder has a chance to nix that. Juan Beniquez is a 5, so anything other than a 6, and Beniquez puts it away to end the inning and saves the Rangers a run. And he does. So take away that single, it's going to be a fly out to center as Beniquez puts it away, and the Tigers are thwarted here in the bottom of the first. So one inning is in the books with no score, and the human rain delay, Mike Hargrove, is at the plate facing Fidrych. 4-1. 4-1 is a foul ball, so no play there. A re-roll on Fidrych. 5-1 is the ballpark card, so we're going to Tiger Stadium. And we get a 4-2. That's a ground ball in front of the plate, and Bruce Kim's going to throw him out 2-3 on the play. One down, and that brings up Tom Grieve. 6-3 on Fidrych is a strikeout chance. That's a 17, though, way too much. Even the one from the stadium only makes that a 16, so no strikeout. Grieve finished up on his card. 1-2. It's a split chance, but against a right-hander, he flies to right. So against a left-hander, that would have been a double, but not against Fidrych. So 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Roy Thurston Howell, the third baseman. 1-2 is a strikeout chance. That is a 2. He is gone. So Howell struck him out. Yale man. So 2 down, or 2 in, not 2 down, 3 down. Second inning's over, and that'll bring up. I was too worried about doing my Gilligan's Island thing instead of paying attention. All right, so and it was a failed to do all the way around, I guess. All right, Gaylord Perry facing Jason Thompson. 6-3, wild pitch, which means again it's a foul ball. 4-1 is a hit by pitch. He's got a -10 factor, so that's going to wipe out any hit by pitch chance that Thompson would have. So we skip that and go to Thompson's card. And Thompson, a 6-2, is a Starline 1, which is a ground ball to second. And that's put away over there by the second baseman, Lenny Randall. 1 away, and that's Aurelio Rodriguez. 3-3, possible error. 2-5. 2-5 is a Starline 5, which is a fly to left. That's a 10. The left fielder error rating on Klein's is only a 3, so 10 is greater than 3, so there's no error. And Klein's will put it away, no problem. So here's Verizon. 2-2. 2-2 is a strikeout chance, but 12 is going to be too high to strike Verizon out. Go to Verizon. 2-2 again. Starline 5, fly to left. Innings over, so 2 innings in the books, and nothing's been decided yet. It is zip to zip, and like I said, I won't know until after this records, and I try to look at it before I post it, if the lighting in here is sufficient or not. We shall see. If not, well, we'll try harder next time, like Avis. All right, here's Lenny Randall. 6-3 strikeout chance. That's a 1. He's gone. Lenny Randall out on strikes. And here's Juan Beniquez. 4-6 for Fidrych. That is a possible hit by pitch. He is a -4, which drops him to a 0. So no hit by pitch. Beniquez wraps it up. 4-5. Ground ball back to Fidrych. Easy play. 2 up, 2 down. And that takes us to Jim Sundberg, number 9 hitter. Fidrych 5-2 is blank. We go to Sundberg's card. 4-6, ground ball to third, and that's going to end the inning. Easy play for Rodriguez. And that's it for the Rangers. Nothing doing. We go to the bottom of the third, still no score. Pitching duel has broken out early here at Tiger Stadium. Gaylord Perry facing the bottom portion of the order. Scrivener, Kim, and then back to the floor. Scrivener, the second baseman. 3-4. 3-4 is a strikeout chance against a right-hander. That's a 10. He strikes out at a 10. +1 from the stadium makes him 11. So definitely a strikeout. But he didn't need the stadium, but he got it just to add insult to injury. Here's Bruce Kim. 4-4. Ballpark card. We're going to Tiger Stadium. And we get a 3-3, which is a fly to left. So Kim got up under it. 2 down. Top of the order for LaFleur. Line to short his first time on a snow cone catch by Hara. 3-6 is a blank on Perry. LaFleur 6-3, got it reversed. 6-3 is a fly to right. And that's going to end the inning. So 3 innings in the books and not a thing has been decided. We go to the 4th. Still no score. And top of the order for Texas, Gene Klein struck out his first chance. 5-1. We're going back to the ballpark, Tiger Stadium. That's a 4-1, and that's a single plus a chance to extend it to a double. We'll see if they can do it. Gene Klein's BR rating is a 3. We'll see if this is a 3 or higher, or lower, I should say, and it is, so he will extend that to a double. So Gene Klein's leads off with a double to start the top of the 4th. Fidrych does have 1 pickoff chance, so we'll roll to see if we get a 20, and we do not. So here is Toby Hara against Fidrych. 4-1. That's a possible wild pitch. That's a 7. His wild pitch rating's a 10, so it is a wild pitch. So gets away from Kim, and that'll move Kleins to third base with nobody out. Hara still at the plate. You're not going to pick anybody off third, so we'll skip that check this time around. Infield for the Tigers is going to come in. They think it's going to be a tight game. They're going to bring the infield in. 1-1 is a strikeout chance. No chance to get strikeout on Hara. 3-2. 3-2 is a ground ball to third. Now, with the infield in, the BR rating of Klein's drops. He was a 3, but with the infield in, that reduces greatly. Infield in, let's look at the infield in chart. Where did it go here? Infield in, -2 to the BR rating. So his BR rating now drops to a 1. So they're going to hold him. They're not even going to try it because it doesn't make sense to do so. So they check the runner. Hara is out, 1 away, and here's Joe LaHode. Again, same thing. Infield is in. 4-3. He's not tired, so we skip that. We go to LaHode. 2-4. 2-4 for LaHode is a fly to right. Could be a sacrifice fly. He has a 0 sacrifice fly rating. A 0. But there is a secondary chance to get the sacrifice fly. And that being, we're going to the throw chart. Base runner rating plus outfield arm. So the running rating of Klein's is a 3. The outfielder in this case is the right fielder. Right fielder for Detroit is Ogilvy. He's a 0. So it's a 1-3 to score him. Let's see if he can score him or not on the sacrifice fly. He does. So it's a good sacrifice fly for LaHode. He gets it done. And the Rangers take a 1-0 lead. And that was kind of self-inflicted because of that wild pitch that Fidrych threw up there. So he's kicking himself for that. 2 down, bases clear now for Hargrove. 4-2, strikeout chance. That's a strikeout. That's what he needed on the last at bat. But Texas breaks through for a run. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Texas 1 and Detroit 0. Now you have to get that run off of Gaylord Perry, and that's not always easy. Tiger's not exactly the offensive juggernaut. Here's Dan Meyer. 5-3 is blank on Perry. We go to Meyer's card. 6-5, he's going to pop it up to Lenny Randle at second base, 1 away. And that will turn it over to Ben Ogilvy, who does have some pop. 2-4. And right on cue, home run question mark. That's a 15. That fits the category against a lefty. So that's going to be gone automatically. He's a 20, so there's no way not to have a home run. Ben Ogilvy has just tied the game right on cue with a home run. So how about that? Ben Ogilvy homers to tie the game at a run apiece. Right on cue. Rusty Staub, 2-2, strikeout chance. 9's too much. Staub, 5-3. Ground ball to Lenny Randle. 2 down. That'll bring up Jason Thompson. 5-1 is a blank on Perry. Thompson, 4-2. Starline 2, and that's a ground ball to short to end the inning. But the Tigers tie the game on the home run by Ben Ogilvy. And we go to the 5th, tied at 1. Both pitchers have very lengthy fatigue factors. 34 batters for Fidrych, 31 for Perry. So they're in good shape for a while. Could be double complete games, you never know. Here's Grieve. 5-4, that's a range play. Grieve 3-1 is a double to left field, but we're checking the range of the left fielder, Dan Meyer, who's a 2. So if this is a 1 or 2, he cuts that double off and makes the catch. He does not, so it's a double for Tom Grieve, leadoff double. Fidrych doesn't like that. And now we'll check to make sure there's no pickoff chance. There's not. Here's Roy Howell. 2-4. Error on a throw, possibly. Howell, 5-1. He's going to pop to short, so no throw necessary. 1 away. And that brings up Lenny Randall. Nothing on the 20. And here is pitch to Randall. 5-1 is the ballpark card. So we're going to Tiger Stadium. 2-4. And that's a fly to right field. Now the question is, can the runner get to third? The runner on second, Grieve, runs at a 3, and the outfield arm is a 0. So it's strictly a chance to go from second to third. He's a 1 through 3 to do it. And he will have to hold. So he cannot make third. So there's 2 down, and that'll bring up Juan Beniquez. Nothing on the 20. Here's Beniquez. 4-5, blank on Fidrych. 3-4, fly to left. That's going to end the inning. So Fidrych pitches around that leadoff double and keeps the score at a run apiece. And that'll send us to Aurelio Rodriguez against Perry. 6-1, blank. We go to Rodriguez. 3-4, flies to center. Put away out there by Beniquez. 1 down. Here's Verizon. 3-6 is a blank on Perry. Verizon 6-1, question mark 8. That's an 8, and that means that's a single. So Tom Verizon, a 1-out single. His attempt is a 1. Perry is a +1, gives him a 2. And nothing's going on with that. So Verizon will hold. And here is Scrivener. 6-2 is a possible error on a grounder. 4-5, but that's a fly ball to right field against righties, so no error chance there whatsoever. 2 down, and that sends up Bruce Kim. Kim, 6-6 strikeout chance. He will strike out, and that's the end of the inning. So nothing going on there. We go to the 6th. Still 1-1 here at Tiger Stadium. Nip and tuck all the way so far. And Jim Sundberg, number 9 hitter for the Rangers, leads it off. 1-4, and that is a potential walk against right-handers. That's a 7, so he will walk. So Jim Sundberg draws the leadoff free pass. He has no attempt to run, so we're not going to worry about that. We will roll for a possible pickoff, but there's nothing going on there. Here's Kleins. Infield is at double play depth. 5-5. That's a strikeout chance. 14's too much. Go to Kleins. 4-5. 4-5 is a ground ball to second. Could be a double play. He's a 3, but their double play depth makes it a 4. So 1-4, it's a double play. And it is double play. 4-6-3. Pitcher's best friend. By playing the infield halfway, they turn the double play. So 2 quick outs. Base is clear for Toby Harrah. 4-3. It would be a single, but he's not tired. Harrah, 5-3. He's going to fly to center. Put away out there by LaFleur. And the inning's over. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, still 1-1. And it's who's going to flinch first. LaFleur will lead things off against Gaylord Perry. He is 0 for 2. He's lined to short and fly to right. Perry, 6-5 strikeout chance, and he is gone on a 1. That's going to be an automatic strikeout. 1 down. Dan Meyer. 1-4 range play on Meyer's card. 4-1 singled past second, but we do have the range of the second baseman Lenny Randall, and he's a 2. He could stop it with a 1 or a 2. He does not. It gets through for a base hit. Dan Meyer sneaks it past Randall for a 1-out single, and Meyer, his attempt is a 3 plus a 1, makes it a 4, and nothing's going on. So he will stay stationary. And I'll bring up Ogilvy. 1-3 is a strikeout chance, and with a 1 on the D20, that's a K. So 2 down. And now we go to Rusty Staub. Nothing on the 20. 5-6, and that's a blank. Rusty Staub, 6-1, fly to center. And that's going to end the inning. So 6 innings in the books. And we're still knotted at 1. As we head down to the final turn, innings 7, 8, and 9. LaHode will lead things off. Fidrych has faced just 20 batters, so he's good to go. He can go 34, so he's only done 20. So he's looking like he might be able to go 9. We shall see. 6-3 is a strikeout chance. 5 will do it. So LaHode out on strikes brings up Mike Hargrove. 6-1, blank against a left-hander. Would have had a walk chance against a righty, but blank against the lefty. Hargrove, 4-4, will pop it up to the second baseman Scrivener. 2 up and 2 down. And now it's up to Tom Grieve to keep the inning going, or else we'll be at the 7th inning stretch. 5-6 is a possible error on a grounder. 3-1 is a double to left. No grounder there. Second double in a row for Mr. Grieve. So he's aboard with 2 outs. And we'll roll just to make sure there's no pickoff attempt. And there is not. So here's Roy Howell. Fidrych, 3-2 is blank. We go to Howell's card. 5-2. 5-2 is a ground ball to third. Rodriguez puts it away. And we go to the 7th inning stretch, tied at 1 apiece. Gaylord Perry, it might take a solo home run again from the Tigers to score a run. Here's Thompson. He's certainly capable. He's got that home run 20 against righties. If he can get the correct roll, but he can't. 5-2, so that won't do it. 1-4, ground ball to second, Lenny Randall. Johnny on the spot, 1 away. Here's Rodriguez. 1-3, strikeout chance, and 11. He's a 10, but the stadium adds 1, so that will be a strikeout. 2 down as Tiger Stadium cost him a strikeout. Verizon, 4-3, potential walk. 13's way too much. So we go to Verizon. 3-2, ground ball to second. Lenny Randall busy again. Inning's over. So we go to the 8th, tied at a run apiece. And like I said, something's got to give here shortly. Lenny Randall, speaking of Lenny Randall, making those 2 plays, he's going to lead off the top of the 8th. Fidrych, 3-1 is blank. We go to Randall's card, 5-1. Against a lefty, he would double. As a switch hitter against a lefty pitcher, he would double, but against Fidrych, he's going to fly it to left field. So 1 down. Big out to get there. Here's Benitez. 6-3 is a strikeout chance, but 18's too much. Benitez, 5-4. That's a question mark 9. That's a 15, but against right-handers, it only goes to 9. If he was facing a lefty, he would have tripled. But against a right-hander, it only goes to 9. So the 15 will turn that into a fly to right. So 2 down. And here is Sundberg. Fidrych, 2-2 is blank. We go back to Sundberg's card. 1-2. 1-2 is a fly to center. So how about that? In the 8th inning, they flew to left, flew to right, and flew to center. Had them all covered. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. And like I said, something's got to give. Scrivener to lead things off. 4-4. And we're going to the ballpark card. 5-3, and that's a fly to right field, so 1 away. 1 down, that brings up the catcher, Bruce Kim. 5-3 is blank. We go to Kim. 4-6, and he's going to ground it right back to Perry. 2 down for Ron LaFleur. Maybe LaFleur can reach and steal a base. 1-5 is a blank. We go to LaFleur. 5-6 is a question mark 8. That's a 9. And that means that's a triple. He won't have to steal anything to get there. He's got a 9 here, which turns into a triple. But it's a 2-out triple. So he may be... It's very possible he may be just stranded there. We'll see. It's up to Dan Meyer. Not worried about a pickoff on a guy on third, so we're not going to roll the D20. We're just going to go straight to the Dan Meyer at bat for Perry. 5-6 is blank, so we go to Meyer's card. See if he can get that all-important hit. 1-6 he cannot. So star line 3, ground ball to Hargrove. And so that 2-out triple goes to waste. And we go to the 9th, tied at 1. Fidrych, through 8 innings, has faced 27 batters, so he's still good for 7 more. Gaylord Perry has faced 29. He can face 32, so he may need some relief in the bottom half of the inning. We'll see. Here's Gene Clines, the leadoff man. Doubled and scored the only run of the game for Texas. 1-1's a strikeout, 18's too much. 6-1, fly to center, and that's put away by LaFleur. 1 down for Toby Harrah. 1-4. It's a walk chance against a right-hander. Starline against a lefty. That's a walk chance, and he will walk with that 4 there. So Toby Harrah draws the 1-out walk. His attempt is a 1. But nothing happening. Infield is at double play depth for Joe LaHode. Now, do they pinch hit for LaHode? Let's see. LaHode is playing. He's a DH. They can pinch hit anybody they want to as a DH. So let's see who they might want to go to here. Who do they want to go to? They're going to bring in Dave Moats. Dave Moats, another left-handed hitter. So Dave Moats is going to pinch hit for Joe LaHode. Dave Moats. So LaHode did have the only RBI of the game with the sacrifice fly, but hasn't done much anywhere else, so we're going to keep it like it is. We'll check for the possible pickoff. There is none. So here's Fidrych, double play depth. Another reason they brought in Moats, he's got a 0 double play rating. 4-5 is blank, so we go to Moats' card. 5-3, ground ball to second, but like I said, he's got a 0 double play rating. It does get bumped to a 1 because they're at double play depth, but most likely not going to happen. It does not. It's actually runner advance. So it's a 4-3 ground out. It will move the go-ahead run Harrah to second base with 2 outs. For Mike Hargrove, so tough batter for Fidrych to deal with. It's a 1, but you got to have a 20 to check that on the pickoff, so nothing's happening there. Now Hargrove is up and Grieve is behind him. You would normally, percentage-wise, want to walk Hargrove and face Grieve, but Grieve's doubled twice, and Hargrove's 0 for 3, so they're going to go after Hargrove. Fidrych, 4-4. It's a blank. We go to Hargrove. 6-4. He singles to right field. Maybe that was a bad move. Single to right field. The right fielder arm Ogilvy is a 0. Runner at second, Toby Harrah. His BR rating is a 2. There are 2 outs, so that makes him a 3. On a single to right field, to score from second, you add 1 to that. So he gets a boost for there being 2 outs, and he gets a boost because it's where the ball was hit. So he's a BR of 4 now. So the BR of 4 is what he needs to score. Let's see if he can do it. He does. So base hit, and the white die was greater than the BR rating of Hargrove, so Hargrove does not move up. But it is an RBI single for Hargrove, and Texas now has drawn a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 9th. We'll check for the pickoff chance. There is none. Here's Grieve. 5-4. Range play. So we got a range play on Grieve's card. 6-1. Ground ball to short. We're checking the range of Verizon, who's a 3. So this is big. If he doesn't get to this, he's going to run us in the corners potentially. 3, it's a 4. It gets by him for a base hit. So base hit, S6. Although I think the runner at first, he's only going to get to second. You have to have a 5 or 6 BR rating to get to third. So actually, Hargrove will have to stop at second. So now you got to look. Roy Howell's the batter, and right now 27. He is at 32 batters. So he has actually reached he's almost at his fatigue level. Roy Howell is 0 for 3, so they're going to stick with Fidrych. They're not going to bring the lefty in. They're tempted, but they will not. They will stick with Fidrych. Nothing on the pickoff chance. Fidrych, 6-4. That is a double question mark against the left-handers. To get a star line, you need a 1 through 5. That's a 13, so that won't happen. So we go to Howell's card. 2-6 for Howell is the star line 4. It's ground ball to second, put away by Scrivener to end the inning. But Texas gets that all-important run thanks to the RBI single by Hargrove. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. It is Texas 2, Detroit 1. So Fidrych in danger of taking the loss, which would drop him on the replay to a record of 11-6. And I'll show the replay stats versus the in real life stats on the next video, I think. I don't have those handy right at the moment, but I can say on the replay, he was 11-5 coming into this game, so he would drop to 11-6. But Tigers still have something to say about it. And in fact, Ogilvy, who hit the home run for the only run of the game, is leading things off. He's also doubled, so he's 2 for 3. Perry's faced 32 batters right now. He's faced 29. He can face 32. Texas in their bullpen, their closer in 1976. Let's see, their closer I think was Steve. No, it wasn't Steve Falcout. Let's see who else they had, because he only had 5 saves. Let's see, but they might have had it by the committee. Joe Horner actually had 8 saves, but his ERA is awful. So, looks like Steve Falcout, I guess, is going to be the guy that would come in case Perry gets in trouble. But first things first, he may not get into trouble. Let's check Perry out. 2-4. 2-4 is that home run question mark again. And a 12 passes that check. And Ben Ogilvy has done it again. So as soon as I say that, he gets the home run question mark. The 12 falls within the 1-16. That's a 20. It's automatically a home run. Ben Ogilvy just took Fidrych off the hook for the loss. He can actually get a win now if the Tigers win it here in this inning. But he does not lose it, so the worst he can do is stay 11-5. So we shall see. Now, let's see what they want to do here. Staub is coming up. They got a couple lefties coming up, so that's going to be all for Gaylord Perry. He's going to leave. He's going to go 8+ and give up the 2 home runs to Ben Ogilvy. That's the one guy he couldn't get out, apparently. And actually, they will go to the left-hander Joe Horner. So Joe Horner is your batter, or is your new pitcher, I should say. Joe Horner, the lefty. And he's trying to send this thing to extra frames. Facing a lefty, Staub. 3-2. 3-2 is a hit by pitch chance, but he's a -10. So no hit by pitch. We go to Staub. 4-4. And good thing they did bring him in, because look at this. Against a righty, he would have singled, but against a lefty, it's a ground ball to short. So that's why you do the lefty-righty and play those percentages. So there's one down. And here's Jason Thompson, another lefty. Horner, 4-4. Would have been a strikeout against a righty, but against a lefty, it's blank. So Thompson will take his hacks. 2-6, ground ball to first, put away by Hargrove. 2 down, and we're 1 out away from extra innings here at Tiger Stadium. Aurelio Rodriguez, last chance. 6-4 is blank. We'll go to Rodriguez. 5-2, that's a single to left field. So Rodriguez keeps the inning going with that single. His attempt is a 1, Horner's a -1, so no attempt will be made. We will check for the pickoff or balk chance, and there is none. So here's Verizon. Horner, 5-3. That's potential walk. Verizon, it's too high, no walk there. So it's up to Verizon, 1-4. Oh, he just missed a chance at a double, but it's a ground ball to third, and the inning's over. So we're going to extra innings, tied at 2. And now the question is, do you let Fidrych come back? I think Fidrych probably is going to be done. Let's see. I think they're going to go to the bullpen. So they're going to let Fidrych go 9, but can't get the win, so he's going to get a no decision. And he's hoping that his team will come back anyway. And Steve Grilly, the new pitcher for the Tigers, Steve Grilly. As Fidrych goes the full 9, gives up 2 runs, both earned, which is about what his ERA was coming in, was right around 2, so he didn't really change that. And his record doesn't change because now he's got a no decision coming. So pretty much status quo. But we'll finish the game out just to see who wins. Grilly facing Randall. 1-5, ballpark card. Tiger Stadium, 6-2, fly to left. 1 away. Randall is gone. Here's Benitez. 6-4 is a blank on Grilly. Benitez 1-5. He's going to ground to third. 2 down. 2 up and 2 down. And here's Sundberg for the Rangers. 5-1 is a potential walk. 19 is way too high. Sundberg 2-5. Question mark 8. That's a 13 against a right-hander. That turns into a triple. A triple for Sundberg. How about that? A 2-out triple. Much like LaFleur had in the 8th, he gets a 2-out triple. And so now we do roll the D20 because there's a chance of a balk. So we'll make sure there's no shenanigans going on there. There is not. So Gene Kleins is the batter against Grilly. 3-4. 3-4 is a blank. Move to Kleins' card. 4-1. He flies to left, and that's the end of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 10th. Tied at 2. And Joe Horner going to stay in there. He'll face Scrivener. And then Kim and LaFleur. Although they might pinch hit for Kim because now that Fidrych is not in the game, they don't need Kim in there necessarily. They could go for some better hitting. I think they might do that all the way around. Let's see. I think they're going to... Yeah, they're going to... They're going to have Willie Horton bat for Bruce Kim. So Willie Horton will be the pinch hitter for Kim. So Willie Horton will pinch hit for Kim here in the bottom of the 10th. And if it goes to the 11th, then John Wackenfuss will be the new catcher. I won't write him in yet because it may not get there. We'll have to wait and see. Right now, we do know Scrivener facing Horner. 4-5. 4-5 against a right-hander. Possible, well, it doesn't matter who he's facing. 4-5 is a possible error check. That's a 20. There's no way there's going to be an error now. 4-4, single to left. So there's going to be a single, leadoff single for Scrivener. How about that? And, of course, there's no error on the play. The left fielder for Texas, Gene Kleins has an error rating of 3. That's a 20, so no error there at all. But now Scrivener is there. Now, let's see. Did we still let's see, can Kim bunt? He's actually a very good bunter. So you know what? They're going to not have Horton pinch hit. They're going to have Kim bunt. So I'm going to retract that. And we're going to have Kim do a sacrifice bunt. First, we'll make sure there's no strikeout chance or anything. Let's see. 6-3 is a blank, so there's not going to be a chance for that. So we're going for the bunt. And let's see. When you do a bunt, you need 1 D20 and 1 D6. He's a 5 bunter, so 1 through 16 is a good bunt on the D20. That's 12, good bunt. That's a 4, which is the first baseman. So it's a good sacrifice. So Kim will stay in the game. 3 unassisted, we'll call it, as Hargrove tags him out. Scrivener goes to second, and Willie Horton can stay around to pinch hit some other time. He was not officially announced, so he's still in there. And Wackenfuss will stay on the bench as well. So Ron LaFleur, the batter now, with the runner at second. We'll make sure there's no pickoff or balk. There is none. So Horner facing LaFleur. Let's see. They're going to walk LaFleur. You know that? They're going to walk LaFleur. There's no sense pitching to him with first base open. And here's Dan Meyer. Now, do you let Dan Meyer hit or do you pinch hit for Dan Meyer? And I think they're going to pinch hit with Mickey Stanley. So Mickey Stanley is going to bat for Dan Meyer. So Mickey Stanley, and if it goes to the 11th, he will stay in the game to play left field. But pinch hitter with runners at first and second. Check for a pickoff. There is none. So here is Horner facing Stanley. 2-4. That's a range play on Stanley's card. 5-5. Star line 6, which is a fly to center. So we're checking the range of Benitez. He is a 5, so that's the best outfielder you can have. And he does make the play. So that's 2 down. So he fails, and now it's up to Ben Oglivie to get it done. He's only homered twice, but that was against the right-hander. A left-hander, though, he's still got a 19 there, so anything can happen. 20, 20. That means there's a chance of a balk or a pickoff. 1-4 is a balk. 5-8 is a pickoff. To 4, it's a balk. So Joe Horner balks the runners to second and third, rather. So one of the few times I've seen a balk in this game, and it actually comes up. So now second and third, you could walk Ogilvy, but that's a lefty-lefty matchup. So I think despite that, and you do have Rusty Staub on deck, so I think they're going to go ahead and pitch to Ogilvy. But again, we'll make sure nothing's happened. There's not. All right, Horner to Ogilvy, lefty on lefty with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Game tied at 2 here in the bottom of the 10th. 3-6 strikeout chance, 15 will do it against a lefty. Ogilvy's an 18. That's a 15. Ogilvy out on strikes. And we go to the 11th. Still nothing decided. And now we need to clean up some details. It's Scrivener, Kim, LaFleur, Stanley, and Ogilvy in that order. So we got to get the batting order straight. Grilly coming back out. We'll be facing Toby Harrah to start the 11th. My score sheet is pretty much out of space, so could probably go one more inning, and that's about it. And I'll have to start scribbling somewhere else to keep score. 3-3, and that is a strikeout chance. That's a 3, so he is gone. So to start the 11th, Toby Harrah strikes out. Here's Dave Moats. He came in and pinch hit for LaHood earlier on. 4-5. 4-5 is a potential walk. That's a 17, way too much. 2-1. 2-1's a fly to left. Now it's gotten darker outside. I think hopefully the lights have taken better effect. So this is kind of simulating a twilight game at Tiger Stadium. Really facing Hargrove, 5-3. Would be a walk plus against a righty, but against a lefty, it's a blank. Hargrove, 1-4, flies to left. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied at 2. And Rusty Staub, the batter. And Horner has well exceeded his batter's faced results. So he will leave. And let's see who they're going to bring in. They're going to bring in... tough choice. Looks like they're going to bring in Jeff Turpko. Jeff Turpko is on. Jeff Turpko. He is on, and he will be facing Staub, Thompson, and Rodriguez. So they don't have any more lefties available in their bullpen, I don't believe. I think Horner was the only one I could find. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm seeing. So they're going to have to go with Turpko to face Rusty Staub. 3-5. 3-5 is a possible error if the throw is needed. 4-3, and that's a double to right field. No throw needed there. It's a straight out double to lead off. And how about that? So Rusty Staub is aboard. He is the DH. You could pinch run for Rusty Staub, and I think they're going to look to have somebody that's got a better BR rating than the 2 that Rusty Staub has. So they're looking at their bench, and they do have Pedro Garcia, who's a 3, Alex Johnson's a 3, Jerry Manuel's a 3. They're going to go with Alex Johnson as the pinch runner, and he'll stay in the game to DH if it continues to the 12th. So Alex Johnson, your new runner, and Johnson has a BR rating of 3. So that'll bring up Jason Thompson. Now they could walk hit Thompson, but he's 0 for 4, so he hasn't done a whole lot. He's only a 218 hitter, so I think they're going to swing away. No chance of a pickoff, so we skip the D20 rolls. Turpko, 5-1. Possible wild pitch. Can't skip that, but that's a 20, so no wild pitch. So we move on to Turpko, that calling a foul ball. We move on to Turpko. 1-1. Error on a grounder, possibly. 1-1. Ground ball to third. Possible error. That's a 1, so that's definitely going to be an error on Roy Howell. So an error, E5. Failed error check, E5. It's just a booting of the ball, so Staub or Johnson, the new runner, will go to third. And on E5, puts the runners on the corners with nobody out. And Aurelio Rodriguez, the batter. Infield's going to have to play in. They have no choice. Turpko, 1-4. He needs a strikeout. He's got a chance, but 17's too much. Here's Rodriguez. 3-2. Ground ball to first. So now, with the runner, Johnson, at third base, Do they hold him? They're going to freeze him there because his BR rating would be a 1. So now they're going to try for the double play. And I don't think that, with the infield in, I don't think that changes the double play ratings. Let's see here. Infield in. Double play chance can only go home to first, so there's no chance for that. So I guess the only chance we have is to get a force play at second base, and the runner Thompson BR rating is a 3. And it is a 3, so they get the force play. So we'll call that 3-6. Fielder's choice. The runner at third holds. And now that brings up Verizor. Runners at the corners again with 1 out. Infield still has to stay in. Turpco 1-1, possible error on a grounder. If there's an error here, the game's over. And that's a 10. Could be an error, maybe not. 6-1 is a question mark 8. But first of all, that 10 is needed to resolve the question mark 8. And against a right-hander, that 10 is a single. And that will do it. Tom Verizor just walked it off. Didn't even have to check the error because we're looking at the question mark 8. And that took up that D20 result before the error check was going to be needed. So that question mark 8 took care of it. Single for Verizor. Tigers win it 3-2. Unfortunately for Fidrych, it came in the 11th, so he cannot get the victory. But he didn't take the loss either. Ben Ogilvie got him off the hook for that. Turpco takes the loss. Steve Grilly gets the win, and the Tigers win it by the score of 3-2. They won the game in real life 4-3, so I don't really want to worry about doing the particulars. The only thing I'll do is, since I'm only keeping stats for Fidrych, I'll go ahead and total up Fidrych's results, and I won't worry about anything else. So let's see how many hits he gave up. Fidrych gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got him for 5 hits. So he gave up 5 hits. And the 2 runs, which were earned. Walks and strikeouts. He walked 1, 2. He walked 2. And let's check his strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 strikeouts. So what I've got him for here is 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs all earned, 2 walks and 5 strikeouts, and a no decision. So that's what we have for Mr. Mark Fidrych in those 1976 Detroit Tigers. He gets a no decision. His record holds at 11-5, and his ERA pretty much holds right around 2. The next start for him will be again at Tiger Stadium, as he's in the middle of a 5-game homestand of pitching for him. It'll be against the California Angels. I don't know who his opponent is. I don't know if I've printed that off yet. I don't think I have. So I don't know off the top of my head who his opponent is, but we'll figure it out. But in this one, Tigers win it by the score of 3-2 in 11 innings on a walk-off single by shortstop Tom Verizor, scoring the pinch runner Alex Johnson from third base. So that's going to do it from here. Hope you enjoyed that presentation of Inside Pitch, Mark Fidrych style, 1976. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And as usual, I will see you all down the road.